life together. Like Luis Paulo is 24 years old, Mica is 20 years old, and they know each other really well. Luis Paulo left Mica Galvão team last year, and they face first round at this ADCC. First time for Luis Paulo, second time for Mica.
And first time I've seen this, he has a belt on. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, this is something that Mica Galvão put in his school. That all the grapplers there, they use their ranks.
Mica Galvão, you see him in the blue with the red anklet on. Luis Paulo, both fighters from Brazil, as you said, former teammates.
Yeah.
Mica Galvão, silver medalist 2022. Luis Paulo won the Brazilian trials. Sorry, South American trials. No, a lot of Brazilians, South American trials.
Yeah, the first trials in Brazil, Luis Paulo win there in Belo Horizonte. And like this fight it's gonna be tricky because they know each other's game so much. But the thing is, Mica is of a different breed. I'll tell you what, man. He has so many tricks. It's tough to face a kid like that. Luis Paulo knows what's going on, though.
But another thing you see is, we call them gym monsters, right? They're great in the gym. They don't show up when it comes to competition time.
Right.
It's a different level of guy in competition. Yeah, well, we trained together. We did this here. This is competition. A lot of times you get a sharper version of that guy that you already know.
1,000%. Yeah. I think that Mica, like, he's trying to fulfill his purpose here. He's trying to make sure that he gets what he's been working for the whole year, which is the Super Grand Slam. He won all the gi tournaments that he fought. He's now chasing for that ADCC title that that escaped from him last year, last ADCC 2022, which Cade Rotolo ended up submitting him in the finals. So it left a bit of taste, no doubt about it. So he's coming back for super hungry. But Luis Paulo is not here to play around or to help him fulfill that.
And so far, Mica Galvão, certainly the aggressor. No problem pushing forward. And just like that, went single, ended up falling back, but in good leg lock position.
Yeah, Mica's guard is so dangerous. I mean, he's dangerous everywhere, man. Chasing for the footlock.
Excellent job with the footlock, putting pressure with that left leg on the inside. Good balance from Luis Paulo.
There you go.
The key to leg locks is knowing when to get out, right? When to get out, it's not yours, and get out. Mica Galvão doing that perfectly.
Heavy hands by Luis Paulo.
What we've seen this opening round, too, is a lot of favorites sending messages, being dominant, showing, hey, next round, I'm the man. Not you. I'm the guy you should be looking at. Everyone should be looking at. This opening round full of some really excellent performances. Here on mat number 3. Mica Galvão, silver medalist 2022, looking for redemption now. And that's the kind of thing. You come up short in ADCC, that's what you're thinking about till the next one rolls around.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, going single leg.
Beautiful takedown attempt by Mica, but Luis Paulo is doing really well. As you said, he has a very good balance.
Minute and a half to points.
Managing to be standing there in front of Mica, it's no easy task.
And Mica Galvão, one of those guys who doesn't care if it's points or not. I'm going for it. I'm being aggressive throughout.
A question that I have, I'm not quite sure.
Yep.
If Mica is wearing a belt, this is wearing a belt, can Luis Paulo use that belt to sweep or to get, like, to make grips, stronger grips? Beautiful takedown by Mica.
I can't imagine you wouldn't.
Yeah, right.
Hey, he's allowed to wear a belt? Great, I'm allowed to grab it.
Exactly, if it's there.
I'm not quite sure. First time I've ever seen anyone in Abu Dhabi wearing a belt.
Oh, yeah.
Since, 1999 or something. One thing rolling with Mica Galvão, competing against Mica Galvão, it'll test that mental strength because he's on you the whole time, making you stay focused.
You gotta prepare for that flying armbar because he's positioning himself for that. There you go. There you go. The flying armbar coming.
Oh, you called it. Oh my! Right into a sweep.
That's Mica style.
5 seconds away from points. What do we call it? Chain grappling, right? Go from one to the next to the next. Exactly what he's doing.
There you go. Chain grappling.
We are now into 5 minutes. That means points, and Mica Galvão so far the aggressor against his former teammate Luis Paulo. Both these fighters from Brazil. Luis Paulo, 26 years old. Mica Galvão, only 20. Do you find that depressing, or is it just me that these kids are that good at 20, 19 years old?
You know what makes me depressed? That his father is younger than me.
That's another one. Right?
Yeah. When I met Professor Melky, he said, "Oh, I saw you fighting when I was a white belt. I saw you as a black belt." I said, "What?
Oh my God!
For real?
The years have slipped away." Mica Galvão, 20 years old. I got Geese older than this kid.
Oh yeah.
And right now he's out there, one of the best in the world.
There you go.
Oh, right into the armbar. Look at that transition. Straight to the single leg. Right onto the floor, ladies and gentlemen. This match has not stopped. Referee has not said break.
80cc style.
Oh.
Out of bounds 80cc style.
He had one hook in right when break was called.
They will not stop until the referee says stop. That's the beautiful thing about 80cc.
They will try to recreate the position.
I'd rather that than the ramps.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Than the walls.
Yes, very true. Mica Galvão, one hook in.
Two hooks
in now. 4-0. For the young gun, 20 years old from Brazil. Finalist in 2022. Looking at what do we say about round number 1? Putting dominant performances in, putting a target on your own back.
Exactly. That's what he's doing. Yeah, he just locked the arm. He's gonna go for the rear naked with one hand. It's almost a done deal right there. There you go. That comes that.
Oh, snaking that arm in. Yeah. Beautiful technique. And it's done. One arm tap for Mica Galvão in round number 1. If that was a test, he aced it. Aced it.
Mica in beautiful style, finishing that fight 10-0 and a sub.
10-0 and a sub.
And here we go.
Mica does hold 2 victories over Oliver Taza. Taza gonna look to get one back here. White and blue for Taza. What would you call that? Seafoam for Mica?
I would call it blue and green, Jay. Mica and Diogo, as they both compete out of Mica Galvão's school, both are competing with their black belts on.
They say that's for their Lucha Libre black belts.
Takes Taza down immediately, does Mica Galvão. And on the back.
Wow.
Taza hipping out, getting back to his guard. And Mica Galvão keeping the pressure up.
Yeah, wasting no time is Mica.
2022 77-kilogram silver medalist Mica Galvão.
Both of them maybe kind of holding position here, hoping they're going to get a stop and a nice restart in center, but
Mica first began to make waves as a green belt when he was beating black belts in invitational competitions. Just time and again shocking the jiu-jitsu world, and now here on the biggest stage grappling has ever seen.
There's that. Getting on the back of the head. Oh, nice foot sweep attempt from Mica. He does a very good job of like making connection every time with that foot sweep too. You don't see it as like a swing and a miss. You actually, like both little attempts there, he lifted his foot off the ground both times.
And Oliver Taza, one thing that has to be mentioned is his experience as he comes in here for this competition. I mean, over 200 matches at the black belt ranking, 106 registered submissions online, and over half of them are leg lock related. But Mica Galvão passing to the side, now settles inside control.
Oh,
now into the mount.
Jeez.
Just asserting his way through the guard and through these dominant positions on Oliver Taza, who's forced to turtle and give up his arm.
Wow.
Oh, but Oliver Taza rolling and escapes the submission.
Oh, incredible defense from Taza. And Mica, listen, he gets on those arm quicks. He finishes the vast majority of them. That was deep, and Taza, great movement and understanding to escape that. Mica's just so good at timing those foot sweeps. And Taza's wrestling has you know, been improving more and more.
I'm sure in the corner of Mica Galvão, a huge benefit in his training camp is having Olympic level wrestling help.
Yeah, that's, and also having like, yeah, Satoshi Ishii over there as well. Back on the collar ties here.
Temporary single leg attempt out of Taza. I think this style of fight favors Taza. If we're looking at it from an analytical standpoint, the more that he can exchange in the wrestling with Mica Galvão and give himself opportunities to find a good, aggressive situation, limit the time in the match. That's very interesting. Taza putting his rash guard in his mouth.
Into the mouth. Normally they'll pick up the, you know, maybe to clean their nose or something real quick. Taza got a little flavor on the collar, right? Again, to that tie clinch. Pumping that head. Feint off to the far side leg. Winner will go on to face the winner of PJ Barch and Mateusz Szaszynski.
Mica Galvão, certainly one of the most popular jiu-jitsu competitors to come out of Brazil, and that's saying something in this modern era.
Oh yeah.
Has developed and accrued an incredible fan base. In the corner of Oliver Taza is John Danaher.
You know, with Mica Galvão, he has done, you know, in Brazil for, you know, not only his kids, but a lot of other young adults down in Brazil, really is amazing, and he is turning them into a bunch of phenomenal grapplers.
Look at Mica Galvão stuck to the back. And at a great time, too, with points. Mica Galvão finds the hooks.
Yeah, well timed. Just 30 seconds into the points portion. Galvão able to get and secure the back position for his 3 points. Taza trying to separate hands here.
Taza trying to get out of this back position, and he squares back off. 4 minutes.
Wow. Mica pushes off on the hip so that he can stand right back up.
Now, what do you think are Taza's keys to victory here with this last 3 minutes, 40 seconds in this bout. Now caught potentially in a choke, and this could lead to a back take.
Wow. Katagatami guillotine. And he's going to end up, Taza's defense is going to put him into the mount position. He'll get the 2 points for the mount from there.
Interesting that Taza continues to opt to go back to the feet.
I mean, listen, if he's going to get to a leg, he's going to have to get underneath of him. Sitting, he's never going to get that way. He's going to get the negative from it. So I think he might be trying to get connected enough to pull deep into something, like to get underneath into the legs so that he can at least get a deeper bite, because he's minimum a 2 score right now just to be back in the game. So he has to do something where he's in on an offensive position that's going to lead to a finish.
And look at Mica Galvão reacting so quickly.
Yeah, this might be a 4-pointer here for him, though.
Taza also has a negative point on the board. That'll make it a total of 6 to 0.
So they're calling there. Okay, so that would be a negative then instead of the 4 points. It's all on who had initiated that action first, and while the takedown was being attempted, jeez.
Dynamic, acrobatic jiu-jitsu from Mica Galvão.
Makes his way to the back, and another 3 points, up 8-0 with 2 minutes to go. Negative on the board for Taza, the Mica Galvão black belt and silver medalist, looking to get his way to day 2.
Just moving and grooving past the guard of Oliver Taza as he now starts to invert, maybe trying to make a last-ditch leg entanglement happen as they meet back in the center of the ring. At this point, you wonder, is it within Taza's best interest to jump into a leg entanglement from this position, Jay?
Yeah, that's I think what he's been trying to do, at least pick up a leg so he can slide underneath. Again, Mica is so smart and aware. Like, he knows to keep his legs in a position where picking up the single is incredibly difficult.
One minute remains.
Yeah, Taza's gonna have to start selling out here and just start throwing stuff out there to try to get to a submission. And Mica, there's pull.
His ability to just pull his leg out, even when it's above hip height. Hip height, rather.
Even you know, Taza's holding the leg, and Mica's hand is on his head, and he's just extracting his leg from the feet. Another foot sweep attempt there.
23 seconds. Taza takes one last look at the clock.
Looks like he's trying to plan for maybe a Kani Basami, but squared off the shoulders by Mica. Gonna make that difficult.
And that's gonna do it. Mica Galvão punches his ticket to day 2. Wrestling prowess on full display, as well as his signature ability to just magnetize to the back. From very little control to a body triangle with a fully locked in seatbelt, Mica Galvão makes it happen versus the veteran competitor, Oliver Taza.
Good match there.
Well, PJ's game is so good for ADCC.
Yeah.
He's got, you know, really good wrestling, and Mica Galvão taking it to PJ Barch right from the beginning, holding that ankle nice and high. PJ utilizing that flexibility, and they're going to restart right back in. What a good position to restart with.
Yeah.
In the middle of the mat.
So let's see if he tree tops. He's got really low ankle grip. Now he's bringing it to the left side, so PJ got out of that, but I mean, that's the first 15 seconds of the match.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing about Mica Galvão. You talk about legends of ADCC. In my opinion, he's a combination of Ronaldo Jacare and Marcelo Garcia.
Yeah.
He takes the best of both athletes. The explosive takedowns of Ronaldo Jacare and the beautiful submissions and back takes of Marcelo Garcia and transitions of Marcelo Garcia. This is, you know, this is where we truly see the best of the best compete here in ADCC. And, you know, let's not forget to mention, this is for a championship belt. Whoever wins this and passes to the finals potentially could be the new 77 kilo division champion. Yeah. Previous champion no longer competing in ADCC. So this is a chance for the gold medal and the title of 2024 ADCC World Champion.
So that approach, now PJ's got that collar. Always got to watch the flying attacks, right? That's a flying arm lock on the side. He's also got exceptional foot play. So that, I believe it might have been that arm. I can't remember which side, but look at that duck under. Nice attempt, and then right around the back. Defended well by PJ there, but I like that collar tie knee tap that Mica's doing, especially against somebody like PJ. Is also the watch him play foot. He has nice foot play there when they're finger fighting, does Mica Galvão. But you know, PJ has a great defense of the collar ties. You get a collar tie, he's doing a very good job of getting the collar ties off. But in the situation that Mica's using a quick collar tie to tap the far knee, doesn't really give PJ the opportunity to get in on an elbow tie or.
The thing with the Mica Galvão match is, as we saw in their last match, it could end at any second in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
He could just overhook and jump in the air and finish a match with a flying armbar.
Yeah, that's what he did on the last one these guys faced off with. Level changes. Nice little foot sweep pass by attempt, but over tie here for Mica on that right side to get rid of that collar tie with PJ. PJ on that elbow tie now to counter that collar tie. Beautiful slide by. That was an exceptionally well-timed slide by. And that's the thing, right? PJ has really great defense on collar ties. He's very fundamentally sound on the collar tie defense. So there you saw him slide by, nearly getting to the back of Mica, and he's going to be in the half guard now. So that's why I like that collar tie to knee tap. It wasn't giving PJ the real opportunity to defend, but that was a very nice slide by there he hit.
So this is a position we haven't seen in a Mica Galvão match in quite some time. Being stuck in the bottom of half guard.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
we really haven't seen that ever.
He usually isn't. So this is will be a good test, but he's getting back to his guard. His guard, we know, is very, very dangerous.
And his guard is it's not super complicated. He makes space and he flies up a submission.
Arm locks come out of nowhere off overhooks. And that's the thing here is if you see Galvão starting to work his angles, he's going to punch. Look, he's probably going to punch this through for a triangle, but the problem is he's got to keep that opposite arm from framing. So PJ's hands are really close to one another. I would expect him to frame if that triangle comes. But the arm locks with these overhooks are what I feel like he does so well. And it's so tight when it goes on. See the inside. PJ just trying to stay on the insides.
And do you think PJ not standing is purposefully because he does not want Mica to get underneath those legs?
Man, I'll tell you, staying in his closed guard like this, here comes a triangle now. So the arms around the back. And so punch through triangles are are good here. Omoplatas are good here for Mica. He's just got to get that bounce, that left leg, that left leg around the elbow. But I mean, he's probably not standing because, yeah, he's afraid Mica might maybe even get back up. I don't know if he's afraid of it, but it definitely opens that up for him to get under the leg and clear everything out and get back to neutral again. Here's this arm lock on this left side. PJ doing a good job of that inside ties. He's on the tendons there with that, the V grips there. That's where he should be, on the tendons, lifting those tendons up. Trying to back away and open the guard. Now, yep, that's a reverse Kimura grip. I love this grip when people start really getting low in the guard. It's so good to get overhooks, arm drags. It's such a nice grip when people really lower themselves.
And it opens things up. It forces the opponent to, just like we saw, stand up, retreat, and now change the whole game.
Yep.
PJ has this passing pressure with his footwork that he does on seated guard players like this, where he's in and out laterally, just does a great job of trying to cook the bottom player. Look at the footwork of PJ Barch from the bottom. We talk about the flexibility of Nachieli Jesus. Mica is very, very flexible. So even if you pin his leg, do not be surprised if he swings his entire torso over and is able to sweep. Now Mica Galvão up with the front headlock here. Looking for a possible guillotine attempt, looks to the back, dropping back for that guillotine. Mica Galvao's got a tight grip, but PJ Barch escapes.
Yep. But that's it, right? You cannot sleep on him because you may sleep on him.
You may literally go to sleep if you sleep on him.
That's right. So the elevation change. PJ did a good job earlier of lifting up this foot here, and that's excellent because it keeps you away from any leg entanglements on that right side. Two on one. Mica doing a great job of using that low shin to shin. When he does that, you see how his feet disrupt PJ. Oh, PJ's in. He missed the shin to shin. PJ slid through with a knee cut.
PJ looking to pass the guard and possibly mount Mica Galvão. This has been the tournament of upsets. Could PJ Barch potentially get his revenge on Mica Galvão, pass here and score?
I'll tell you, he's in great position, and it's just got to drop it. Now he's even in better position. He's got lower on Mica's head, and he needs to use his left leg to pummel. That left foot should be pummeling the opposite leg free. Still in good position, but now Mica cleared him out. Into Utagatami.
Look at the flexibility of Mica Galvão. I mentioned it a second ago. He was 3 seconds ago, he was about to get his guard passed, and then he's attacking an arm bar. He could just throw submissions out of nowhere.
PJ still with that knee in the middle. Mica needs to clear that. That shin to shin slipped off there initially. That's how he got through the guard so well. Overhook situation here. DJ with that body lock needs to tilt Mica to the side, the opposite side, to get over the knee. He's trying to high step the leg, which works, but it's hard. It's difficult as the knees start to face the ceiling. If Mica just connects his hands to his knees, just like makes a wedge, it makes that high step. Now he's on his side. Now he can get around the knee. He can get around the knee. If he goes now, post up that left leg, he can get around the knee, walk his foot over. For body lock passing, this is the best place for someone to be, is like get them on their side rather than flat on the back. But
So winner of this will take on the winner of Wagner Rocha and Elijah Dorsey in the finals. 30 seconds left in this regulation portion of this match. And then we'll go into a 5-minute overtime.
There again, PJ's deep. This is deep. He could try to get through. Now he can pass. He's got underhooks. He's got double underhooks. He can pass. He gets his knees inside there. He will pass. There's a pass. He's almost mounted now. He's almost mounted. 8 seconds. He's got double underhooks. It's very possible that he can mount right here.
3 seconds left. PJ Barch.
Oh, and it's time.
At the last second, will they give him the points?
No, I don't think so. He did not pass in time. There's no way. Time ran out.
The entire 10th Planet community is screaming for those points.
No, he won't get it. There was not enough time.
I'll tell you what, Sean, this is an entirely different match
Yes, it is.
than what we saw
Yes, it is.
in the last one at Who's Number One Night of Champions, WNO 20. Go take a look at the FloGrappling archives for that amazing event. Back to the action here. We got less than 5 minutes to go. PJ Barch and Mica Galvão. Can PJ pull off another upset? He defeated JT Torres at the last ADCC, who was obviously one of the favorites to win the tournament. Mica Galvão now the favorite. Can PJ be the disruptor in ADCC? 2 ADCCs in a row? We'll find out.
Quite possible. So
he sticks to this game plan. It's very possible.
His passing has been, again, it's very solid. He's not making many mistakes at all. And if you don't have any answer for those underhook, near underhook, double underhook, it's brutal, man. It's brutal. Anyone locks anyone there that has any skills, it's a pass or a mount right away. So I did, again, like the quick collar ties from Mica, and you know, the tie sort of all started with the slide by from PJ Barch. So nice foot play.
Three minutes, 39 seconds left in this match. Mica Galvão, PJ Barch, as we mentioned, will face the winner of Wagner Rocha and Elijah Dorsey.
Yep.
Later on today. And potentially get in the absolute.
Yep. That's right.
You guys are watching at home. The absolute is still later today. And with Nicholas Marigali removed from the competition, it's anyone's to win.
Up on the collar again here for PJ. Loose over tie for Mica.
Nice little slide into that single leg attempt.
Yeah. Showing some level changes, but nothing really going. An over tie on this other side here.
Fingers locked. PJ Barch trying to make a name and defeat the man who are considering the greatest pound for pound, or one of the greatest pound for pound in the sport right now. Mica Galvão, look at the arm drag to the single leg attempt by Mica Galvão. I like that Mica's trying something new. We haven't really seen that this match so far, but to complete that on PJ Barch, you got to do it right. You especially now that they're really slippery,
yeah.
It might be a little risque to do, and to hit that and score on PJ.
Guys.
Minute and 45 seconds left in this match. See the girlfriend of Mica Galvão, Amit, who recently just won the gold medal in the Olympics. How about
amazing.
that power couple?
Yeah, she's amazing. She's so good. And I'm certain that that's helping and will continue to aid in the stand-up game of this young man. So right now, PJ has the upper hand for sure. He's got double underhooks. He could snap down or lift him up. He's trying to get in and throw by, but
just over a minute left in this match.
There's level changes, but again, there's got to be a little bit more substance to a level change. You need a setup, passing the arms by, 2-on-1s, whatever it might be. That over tie, 50 seconds left. He's trying the little spin by, but PJ's just wise to it.
Yeah.
Very solid defense.
I think the mats are getting pretty slippery at this point. And the thing is, it's pretty cold in this venue. I'm not going to lie.
It is cold.
But these guys have been working so hard under these bright lights, so they're starting to get a little slippery. You see them sliding on the mat a little bit.
There's that nice foot. I love that foot, those foot sweeps and little disruptors, because it makes it hard to balance. Again, it's nice little setup. That's, again, you see him trying the inside trip to that little toss by. It's, almost has to do this. Wow, there we go.
Mica Galvão with the shot, goes to the back of PJ Barch. 7 seconds left. Can he score? Can he put his, and he gets one hook in. Can he triangle? Oh my gosh, final seconds of the match. Mica Galvão gets to the back, does not score, but that has got to pay dividends in the, choosing the winner of this match for the judges here.
100%. So he said, hey, you mounted me on the end. I'm taking your back on the end of this one. Oh, wow. My goodness. Oh, my goodness.
We're hearing the crowd chant Mica and USA and PJ. Goodness. And it all goes down here at ADCC. What a crowd, what a match, what a moment. Who's gonna win? Sean, what do you think?
I don't know, man. I really don't. I mean, both guys, because at the end of regulation, Mica was dead to rights, mounted, double underhooks, bad position. The end of this, PJ dead to rights, arm isolated, not in a good position. So I don't know, man. I think
the one thing, sorry to interrupt, but the one factor I think of difference is if you talk about positions, you're correct. You talk about actions, you're correct. However, Mica did have a bite on that Urigatami, and you saw it in PJ's face. It wasn't, it wasn't just a grip. It was a bite. It was an attempt.
That's true.
So maybe they might consider that. I know the ADCC judges are discussing this right now, trying to understand the match as a whole. But again, this was an amazing matchup. So much different than we saw at the Who's Number One Night of Champions. Could we have a different result here and a different winner? And we'll find out who's going to face the winner of Elijah Dorsey and Wagner Rocha in the finals.
Yeah.
And who will be?
I don't think either guy can be upset if it goes the opposite direction.
I mean, after today, they might have to come down from being upset. But and the short term, they're going to be pissed.
Right, of course. But again, these guys continue to excite, so that definitely makes another. You're like, hey, let's do another one of these guys.
All right, here we go. And the judges have decided the winner, advancing to the finals of the 2024 ADCC World Championship.
Representing Wagner Rocha MMA team and Fight Sports, ladies and gentlemen, Wagner Paraiba Rocha.
Wagner Rocha in the 77-kilogram finals. Multiple-time veteran of ADCC. He's been competing in ADCC since 2011, I believe. Actually, saw him win the trials back in 2010 in New Jersey. And here he is back for another ADCC.
And now we go to the red corner. From Manaus, Brazil, representing Melqui's squad, ladies and gentlemen, Mica Galvão.
And Mica Galvão, the young man from Manaus, the one that everyone is calling one of the greatest pound-for-pound grapplers in the sport today. Representing his father, Mica Galvão Jiu-Jitsu, originally from Manaus, relocated to Sao Paulo, Brazil. Mica Galvão is one of the must-see TV. Anytime this young man competes in grappling, you have to watch it. And this is for the vacant 77-kilogram title. Gabe Rotolo vacating the title. Now it's up for grabs. Who's gonna take it? Wagner Rocha, three-time ADCC world medalist, three times trials champion. This is his 6th ADCC World Championship appearance. Lot of experience, but he's been looking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, really good.
The legends have come out.
This is it. I mean,
Mica Galvão, his 2nd ADCC appearance, got silver last year, won the South American trials, and he's the current and reigning who's #1 welterweight champion of the world. Mica Galvão attempting to do something that no one else has done before. I'm calling it the super duper Grand Slam because he not only won all the major IBJJF world titles, he won the Who's #1 Night of Champions, so he's the Who's #1 champion, the IBJJF Grand Slam champion, and he's going after the ADCC World Championship. Now, if he wins the World Championship and just in his division, what do we call him if he goes in the absolute and wins?
Man, goodness sakes.
We're gonna call him the Uber champion, I think. But man, he's got a tough task ahead of him.
Yeah, and
Wagner Rocha's like as good as it gets, you know, and you use the expression like a fine wine, like Lovato, like Cyborg.
Yeah.
Just keeps getting better and better.
He's really solid defensively as well, right? So Mica's gonna have to crack that shell, that defensive shell. So.
And you know, these two have trained with each other a little bit in the past. Mica Galvão team was part of the Fight Sports Association, branched off into their own. So they have a little bit of experience training with each other. Very short time in Miami, but a lot of time has passed, a lot of matches have passed, and Mica Galvão wants this gold medal. He wants what he's been working for his entire life. This kid's been training and competing since a very young age. Luta Livre black belt, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's one of the most exciting grapplers on the planet today. As we mentioned, you know, it's not uncommon to see him doing high flying arm locks out of nowhere. Yeah. And Wagner Rocha, seasoned veteran, you know, master of the game. And one of the things that's, you know, so great about Wagner is his tactics. He gets under the skin of his opponents. He knows how to, look at that, and technically, not just tactically, he's got great takedowns.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of good technique, and he just put Mica Galvão on his butt, and Mica is about to attack. Look at that, stuffing that arm, shooting for the triangle. You can slam out of a submission, but that wasn't a submission, so Wagner's got to be careful.
Yeah, you can shake him off, but he can't slam him off unless there's going to be a submission.
Wagner Rocha standing up in the guard of Mica Galvão. Mica in the closed guard now. 2-on-1 on that wrist.
Yeah, and that was the right thing, how Wagner took off to cross hand and then was able to release that 2-on-1.
You see Mica Galvão on the bottom here, using that flexibility to recover closed guard in a split second. Entering in the legs now. Very common position for Mica Galvão. Look at this sweep attempt that Mica transitioned into already. Teetering Wagner, controlling the knee, controlling the leg with the right hand. Just beautiful jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. He'll start lifting him up. You see that right foot's on the stomach there. It's very good when to elevate and to move around opponents that have good grips. So you got to watch that right arm if you're Wagner, right? Because that's that flexibility of Mica.
Once again, we're live here from Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena at the 2024 ADCC World Championship. Ricardo Amendolia calling the action here with Mr. Sean Williams. We got Mica Galvão versus Wagner Rocha. Mica Galvão going for that title that he so desperately yearns for, looking for. And Wagner has been here time and time again. He's fought the best, multiple weight classes. You know, was fighting in the 88 kilogram, dropped down to 77 to give his son a spot. Achilles Rocha, who we saw earlier yesterday. And you know, I gotta say it. I know we're focusing on this finals, but we're very close to the absolute division starting. So we've had so much history, so much craziness happen yesterday, all the way leading up to today and this moment. But we still have the absolute, the men's absolute, the women's absolute, and the super fight between Gordon Ryan versus Yuri Samoes. This has been one of the craziest ADCCs in history.
So there, Wagner trying to push Mica back to that sweet spot where the abs are on fire. The legs become weaker. Trying to go underneath, but you can see that right hand working for Wagner. Trying to create distance so he cannot invert or get underneath there.
The thing about Mica too is he's got very, very unorthodox entries to his sweep positions and to submissions.
You got to watch Wagner's left arm there. Sorry, Ricardo, you're 100% right. Wagner's arm in that armpit as it starts to extend. He's got to be cautious. That's where that arm lock could come out of nowhere. Now it's good. His elbow's down low, so he's getting in better position there.
Yeah, as we say, Mica's arm locks come from nowhere. He'll shoot that omoplata. He'll use the armpit armbar sometimes. We saw him do that incredible coyote guard arm lock in the Brazilian trials that's been studied over and over again. There's a breakdown of that on FloGrappling.
So you see how Wagner's hand retreated back to the hip. That's a much safer place. And it actually you can isolate or help cut that hip off, the hip flexibility off when the hand is closer to the hip, rather than up in the armpit. When it's in the armpit like it is, the hip's going to be flexible, maneuverable. The left arm on the knee, though, is critical for Wagner and also for Mica as well. That battle, that wrist control on that side, trying to get underneath again, but some opportunities for underhooks there for Wagner. I like the foot play that Mica had earlier. He had some kuchigaris, sort of almost made Wagner do the splits a little bit, but those are always so good.
Back to the standing position here. See Wagner laughing there.
Yeah, that little inside foot sweep.
Yeah, Wagner loves to keep it playful. And like I said, he knows how to get under the skin. He knows how to play the mind games with his opponents. He knows what to say to kind of try to break them mentally and lose focus, whether it's laughing, whether it's pushing on that shoulder. That's borderline striking. But no, he's just knows how to play the game, and he's not afraid to fight anyone. He was fighting Nicholas Marigali 3 months ago.
Yeah.
But it's going to take more than mind games to defeat Mica Galvão. Look at that reversal that Mica just hit on Wagner Rocha.
Perfect sesai right there. And Wagner came hard forward, and Mica moved out of the way and put the foot in the way. That's Mica blocked his foot, and Away he flew.
Mica now inside control. Nice head and arm control there. Progressing to the mount, trying to get that knee across. Can't see if Wagner sucked up that leg yet.
Looks like it's kind of in a half guard-ish. It's not there yet because of the right. Mica has that left underhook really high.
But I think he's using that to try to get to the back.
Yeah, he's got to
see Wagner's left elbow out by the hip. That looks like a good opportunity for Mica to try to pull him up to get to the back or progress to the mount.
Yeah, he's got to try a chair sit. I think you're right, but there now Wagner has done a good job of there. Now his arms are on the inside, so he can work himself out. That's very good.
12 minutes remaining in this match. Now we got to say something here. Girlfriend of Mica Galvão, Amit Alor, just won the gold medal in wrestling at the Olympics Games. Could you imagine if Mica Galvão wins the gold medal in what we call the Olympics of grappling? What a power couple that would be. What a story, an amazing sports story all around. There it is, there she is, Amit Alor, the 2024 Olympic gold medalist in wrestling.
Yeah, very talented lady.
I'm sure she's had a few pointers for Mica.
Yeah, oh yeah, his standing grappling and wrestling will jump by leaps and bounds.
And you can check out a lot of Amit's matches in wrestling. Go to the FloWrestling.com archives. If you have an annual membership, I believe you can check out both. You can see either of Mica or Amit's matches on the Flow Sports website. Download the Flow Sports app if you don't have it yet. Back to the action here. We're on the feet now. We're about a minute away from points, period. Mica coming in with like shucking the head, a little bit of foot sweep, mixing it up.
Yeah, Wagner has a nice, he's entering very nicely with his left arm on that far. So he goes the left arm on the forearm or the shoulder, and he's entering in there pretty well. It's kind of hard to take advantage of that.
In 10 seconds before the points.
Here we go. All right, points are on. This is where every exchange counts. Every takedown, every sweep, every mount, every back take will be points. But if I know Mica Galvão, he wants more than that. He wants to submit and prove that he is the undisputed 77-kilogram champion of ADCC. He wants to prove that he's the best in the world.
Oh, we gotta watch
make history.
Now. You gotta watch this if you're Wagner. This is where the flying attacks come out of nowhere. Oh, very nice go.
Rocha with the takedown attempt on Mica Galvão. Mica reverses and gets to the back of Wagner Rocha. He's got an arm trapped with his leg. Mica Galvão is going for the finish. Wagner Rocha now stands. Mica's going for the rear naked choke on a standing Wagner Rocha. Can he submit Wagner Rocha and make history here at the 2024 ADCC World Championship? Wagner desperately trying to get him off his back. Wagner escapes! Wow!
That was so close. That was so close. But what a moment. Yeah, and what a chain of events. You know, that was that overhook. Wagner caught him on the outside trip, and then Mica just hopped right back up and countered him. And that's what set up that back take. And that strangle was close.
That was close. Mica up 3-0 now for that back take. I thought it was over. I thought it was over.
Wagner might have thought it was over for a second.
I think so. He just
there's a Hail Mary to dive backwards and try to turn out of that.
Well, Wagner's a believer, so he prayed on that one and got out.
There's another outside trip. He just didn't have the grip on the left side arm to stop the base there.
So it looks like there's 2 points for Wagner. You know, the thing with the ADCC is they'll take a little bit of time to reconsider some of the exchanges. And Wagner he's got 2. Mica now scores a takedown. Wagner turtles. Mica going to the back once again. Similar situation that we saw before, but Wagner trying to fend off that leg, and now Mica brings the leg over the arm once again, looking to get the submission. Very interesting position there. Look how he's on the back there, Sean Williams.
Yeah, he's got to be careful that Wagner doesn't punch that left arm all the way up and throw him off the front, because he's better now, but he's getting a little higher up here. So Wagner may be able to put him up and over the top. There it is. He slipped off.
6 minutes, 57 seconds left in this match. Mica Galvão up by 1 point, 3-2 against Wagner Rocha.
There's an underhook. That's a nice deep underhook, but Wagner needs to bring the knee in or cut the left leg around to change the angle, so that half guard or that knee shield can't do what it's meant to do. You know what? Wagner's using this right hand as an underhook. If he cuts that right knee around the knee, I couldn't quite get it, but it's actually as a nice little position he's working himself into, even if there's an underhook there.
Take a look at the corner of Mica Galvão. See his father, Melky Galvão, head of the Melky Galvão Jiu-Jitsu team.
Wagner's getting in closer and closer. He's getting in tighter and tighter, little by little. These are some little battles that he's beginning to win. At least on the other side he was. You see how his knee's not quite on the floor, but watch the left arm play. If he can get an underhook right there, even into the armpit, he can get in the half guard. He can kind of get deep in the half guard of Galvao. See how he's getting around the knee there.
Less than 5 minutes to go. And, you know, Wagner Rocha, he's fought in the best of the best here at ADCC. Gary Tonins, the JT Torreses, Homolo Bahals. He's fought, you know, Isaac Michel. He's beaten some of the best. He's been here. So he knows what techniques, he knows what tactics he needs to do to win this against Mica Galvão. But what a story, you know, a guy that's been competing this long at ADCC, back in the finals. And, you know, a 2-point score.
Yeah, it's a takedown away. It's a takedown away.
And he's pulled it off a couple times.
He has.
It's not without, you know, the realm of possibility for him to score on Mica.
Well, both have had their fair share of takedowns here. Not on scoreboard, but their fair share of each. They've been put down each a few times by one another. There's that underhook again. Overhook for Mica.
Nice little head and arm grip there by Wagner. And Mica trying to take him down.
Threw him by there. Tried a big throw for Igoshi, but
look at Wagner just kind of laugh right in his face.
You know, Wagner's in great shape here.
Yeah.
Doesn't look tired at all, really.
I said it before. Wagner called me about 2 weeks ago and he said, Ricardo, I'm in the best shape of my life. I really think I have a chance of winning this ADCC. Watch me. I'm going to make a name. We wanted to talk about who's number one afterwards, but, you know, he's coming in here very confident. And you know what? All respect to him because he's taking it to Mica Galvão.
That's the thing. It's a different Wagner. This is a different Wagner. He's not defensive Wagner. He's I'm coming. I'm going to win this Wagner. This different. He's different. I mean,
this is so close. 1 point is the difference for this gold medal match.
That was a nice attempt to get down on the ankle.
And it's the, you know, the last 2 minutes, so crucial.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes we'll see jiu-jitsu matches go 8 minutes with no action, only to the last 2 minute scrambles. And I feel like in this last 2 minutes and 30, we're gonna see something happen here. Because Wagner sure has to really do something to win this match. Going head to head, trying to wear down Mica Galvão, which is not easy to do.
No, and it's all, you know, it's hard enough to even get to this kid's leg, put his hip on the ground. It's a whole nother level to actually hold him down to get a score, so.
Look at that.
Nice.
Look at that ankle pick. Shades of Tony Ferguson in the UFC. He pulled that out of nowhere. Right to the back. Mica's got the hooks. He's got the gift wrap. He's crossing the ankles. He wants to finish. Mica Galvão now up 6-2 against Wagner Rocha and is so close. He's a minute and a half away from becoming the ADCC world champion, Sean Williams.
Well, that was beautiful. He showed that a couple times. This time, I believe he turned his hand over and went on the inside because Wagner had slipped out of that a few times. So beautiful adjustment by this young man.
I've never seen Mica pull that off in competition.
He's
before.
tried it sevell times.
Not with the inside grip, though.
But he changed it up with the inside grip. And that was beautiful.
Mica just looking, he's like, how much time do I have?
Another minute. Oh, jeez.
He's got a minute to cook him, and he's got the arm around his neck. Mica Galvão going for the submission. Can he submit Wagner Rocha? And he's done it. Mica Galvão is your 2024 ADCC World Champion. Mica Galvão has made history. He's won the Who's Number One Championship. He won the Grand Slam of the IBJJF, and now he's won ADCC. He's the super duper uber Grand Slam champion of 2024. Oh my gosh, Sean Williams. This kid is something special. Pound for pound, one of the greatest grapplers in the sport today is Mica Galvão. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 gold medalist and world champion from the new school, Mica Galvão.
Mica Galvão is your winner. He's saying it's not me, it's the man upstairs that gave me the strength. Congratulations to this young man. He's been training. I mean, he's a young man, but he's been training pretty much all of his life in jiu-jitsu. So although he's not very, you know, he's not old, but he's had a long career in the sport. Wagner Rocha, congratulations for an amazing campaign. Mica Galvão going to give a big hug to Cyborg, being elevated by the big man. What a match. What a match. This is what ADCC is about, Sean Williams.
Amazing.
This is where legacies are born, stars are born. History is made on these ADCC mats. It's about the best of the best competing here at ADCC. Just such an awesome finals. We've had a lot of submission finals.
Yeah.
Mica Galvão going to give his girlfriend a lure. First time ever in the history of sports, an Olympic gold medalist and an ADCC gold medalist. Big kiss. Congratulations to this power couple of sports, transcending past the jiu-jitsu world. We're gonna kick things over to Jake Watson for a word with our winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Mica Galvão. That was an absolute war. Very exciting final. You've joined a short list of competitors to win what a lot of people call the Super Grand Slam. What does this victory mean to you?
Well, it's just been such a long journey. You know, just those around me know what truly has happened along the way. And just being here in this event means a lot to me. Since 2022, I've been on, a quest to acquire the ADCC title. Thank you, Mo, for the opportunity to be here. And just thank you all for coming to this event.
Mica, you've quickly grown to be one of the most popular competitors in our sport. The camera's yours. You have a message for the fans at home.
Thank you. Dad, first message goes to you. I know that I'm not the best son, or sometimes the son that you deserve, but I promise that I'll try my best to, be the son that you truly raised and wanted me to be. Mãe, você que está assistindo aí em casa, eu te amo muito. Muito obrigado por estar confiando em mim e botando sua fé em mim. Babe, thank you so much for becoming here. You just won the Olympics and had your time to take out and come here to the ADCC. So, you know that you got all my heart, and it's just such a blessing to be here. And for y'all who's watching here, thank you so much, America. You truly gave me a chance to be what I want to be, which is a fighter. You gave me the opportunity to, work with what I love. Thank you so much. I love USA for the opportunities. I love Brazil for raising who I am. And that's basically it. Let's go now. Just gonna enjoy a little bit of my, my title and have some fun.
Well, we love you too, Mica Galvão. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your under 77 kilogram champion,